welcome to SBR Sports Fix. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We're the Odds Couple. It's Week 5 in college football. Today is Wednesday the 5th, and we're talking NFL right now with Al McMorty from BigAl.com. Al McMorty always has unique angles on some of these games that give insights that aren't obvious to the average person who just follows the sport closely and looks over past performances. And Atlanta-Denver is an interesting game, and we're going to cover that right now. Now, obviously, Atlanta's offense, unbelievable, right? Just unreal.
Absolutely.
Matty Ryan, unbelievable.
Good feel for him. Yeah.
The question is, what are they going to do now in Week 5 going on the road into Denver with that defense? Are they going to put up, probably they're not going to put up 40 again, but, are they going to put up 28? Are they going to have a good day, or are they going to get completely shut down? My sense, as you know, we talked about this on the opening line show, I took a shot with the under, and I also predicted that the line would go up. It was 47. It did go up to 47.5 or 48. Now it's back down, though, to 47. Ooh. So that tells me that probably, I don't know, I'm assuming maybe that means if some sharp action came in, on Tuesday or something that drove it back down. The spread, though, has been driven up. It opened at about 4.5. Now it's up to 5.5 or 6. Huge, question here is what's Atlanta's offense going to do here? What do you think? You have no official pick on this one.
No, I don't. But first of all, you said that Al always has a unique angle, and he does.
This is the kind of game that he
But not only unique angle, Al has stats that don't lie. He is absolutely killing it. No, for real. I respect that. I love it. I admire it. That pumps me up. All right, here's the deal with this game, and we broke it down. All right, Atlanta, Matt Ryan is definitely back to who he was. He has more confidence than he's ever had. All right, this team still has a lot of defensive issues, and Dan Quinn, who is the guru, he needs to straighten it out. But here's the thing, that Andre Ware being out, for Denver. All right, Von Miller's going to they're going to double team. They're going to do what they need to do. I think this is going to be more of a ground game. I think they're going to have to pound it out with Devontae Freeman. And you know what? The under might be the ticket here. But again, I got to stay off the side, but I want to hear what Big Al has to say.
Al McMorty, Mike Brenner has no play. I'm on the under. What do you like here?
Well, last week, Atlanta won its third straight game as an underdog. They blew out the Carolina Panthers, and that followed upset wins over the Saints and Raiders. Meanwhile, Denver 4-0 on the season, and they come into this game off a 20-point win at Tampa Bay. I actually look for Atlanta's streak to come to an end at Mile High as the Broncos, at least from my perspective, they're the league's best team. Denver's outscoring its opposition by 11 points per game. Denver's giving up just 16 points per game. And additionally, and this, you guys talk about interesting stats. Listen to this, guys. Since 1980, NFL teams with a 3-0 or 4-0 record have been sensational at home in non-division games, including 28-4 against the spread when not laying 7 or more points. And then the clincher for me is that teams off 3 straight upset wins, like the Falcons, those teams have covered just 31% of their non-division games over the past 37 years. I'm going to take Denver minus the points.
Wow. Al, I got to ask this. The injury to Trevor Siemian, all right, Paxton Lynch probably going to get the call. All right, does that concern you of the learning curve and the change right away under center?
Well, it wouldn't, but I actually read that Siemian was probable. Are you seeing something different than that?
I saw an update that said, you know what, they're probably going to sit him. Even though it's his non-throwing shoulder, he is in severe pain. And that concerns me because even though it's a non-throwing shoulder, he's going to be cautious. He's not going to want to get hit, and it's going to mess with his release. I just wanted to put that out. Let's say he is definitely out. Do you still back Denver?
Yeah, because if he's definitely out, you're going to see the line go down from 6. It's going to go down probably, to 4.5, possibly even to 4, if he's not playing in the ball game. So it'll all be accounted for in the point spread. Because of the, the questionable status, it's best to wait until game time and just, bet accordingly. You're either going to lay 6 points if he plays, or you're going to lay, less than that if he doesn't.
Yeah. I like his breakdown because, seriously, Pete, this is a very well-coached team. They did not quench their thirst with the title last year. They're still hungry. And you know what? If Paxton Lynch comes in, it might work out just like Carson Wentz did. And by God, didn't that work out good? For real.
All right. Well, right now it's a split line. -5.5 is one of the market-wide numbers. Al McMorty recommending a play on Denver, -5.5. Al's website is BigAl.com. This is what he does. Al, tell us a little bit more about your website.
Yeah, this is what I do.
This is what you do.
Since 1992. Oh, my God, my 25th year in the business.
He's 32 years old, for crying out loud.
I'm sorry?
I said you're only 32. You've been doing it since 25. That's amazing.
Oh, my God. Unfortunately, I'm 50 years old, but, But yeah, I've been on fire of late. 65-32 my last 97 releases, 10-4 last weekend on the selections I gave my clients. If folks want to get all my best picks for this weekend, it looks to be a very strong week. Just go to BigAl.com, click on Picks for Sale. And then folks who just want to test out our complimentary selections, we don't just have one free play every day. We've got 4 free plays every single day. Go to BigAl.com, click on Free Picks. You get 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from Scott Spreitzer. And then we've got winning information from 16 handicappers at BigAl.com. So there's lots of guys to choose from, and folks can go to the website every single day.
Thanks, Al.
Wow. Thanks, Al.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.